All right, now pleased to welcome in Andy Toole of the NCAA Tournament bound Robert Morris team. And listen, Toole, it's been a while. It's been a crazy road going from the NEC into the Horizon. I feel like you should be older than you are. You should look older, but you look pretty good for somebody that it's been kind of a windy road the last few years. What's it been like, and how gratifying is it to get in the NCAA tournament right now?
Well, a couple of things. I think on the inside, I'm probably older than I look on the outside. You know, some of these years can age you, but it's been extremely gratifying. And one of the things that I actually really love is that we haven't won a championship in 5 years, and people are saying, "Hey, what's going on?" When I came here as an assistant coach with Mike Rice, they hadn't been in the NCAA tournament in 17 years. And so that just shows the respect level that this program has built, because people expect them to be in championship contention often, right? And so I'm proud of that, because, again, when I got here 18 years ago as an assistant coach, there was no expectation of anything. And now people are like, "Man, what's going on? It's been a couple of years since you've been in the championship. It's been a couple of years since you've been in the tournament." And I think that's a good problem to have.
So tonight, again, the great thing with your team is you get balanced scoring. You got a lot of guys who kind of step up when it matters. And if one doesn't, you got 4 or 5 other guys that can do it. And tonight it was Josh. Comes out of Gannon College and has 24 and 13. But it wasn't just him. I mean, I felt like everybody made contributions tonight in the championship game. How important has that been for you all year?
It's what we've done all year. I mean, we've probably had, I don't know the stats, I would say we're probably up there with a lot of teams across the country in terms of having different guys be our leading scorers in a game. We've had so many games where there's been 4 or 5 guys in double figures, but some of my best teams have had that, right? One guy averages 15, and then there's 4 or 5, 6 guys that are between 15 and 9 who can go get you 18 on a given night, right? And so we had 23 assists tonight, and we had 21 assists last night, right? When we get that ball moving, we have guys that can hurt you. So that's when we're at our best. And you saw Josh step up tonight. Last week when we clinched the regular season championship, Josh had 27 points in that game, right? So it's been different guys all the time, and that's been a really fun part of it. And it's been great because guys have celebrated each other when they've stepped up and been the guy on those nights.
Well, they all know they're going to get their opportunity. I mean, that's
right.
Kind of the beauty of it, right? Is
exactly
they all know they can be the guy that night and move the ball, and you're going to get it back.
Yeah, and it's a team, and that's team. That's what a team is supposed to be about.
Yep, no doubt. People forget, too, I think, that you guys were going a few years ago when the tournament got canceled. I think that's one of the things that people kind of forget. They're going to look back and say, well, it's been since 2015, but you guys were going to go in 2020.
Yeah, we were set to go. We had won our championship game. Probably the last event that a lot of people did before the world shut down, right? And I saw a thing today that said 5 years ago today was when Rudy Gobert tested positive for COVID. And so, I'm sitting in my hotel room going, like, there's got to be something to this, right? Because then the next day the tournament got canceled and everybody was sent home. And, when we made the move to the Horizon League, I was certainly excited about it. I knew the level of competition we'd be facing. But our first 2 years, we weren't allowed to recruit. We weren't allowed to go on the road. And so when you change leagues in June of a international pandemic, it makes it a challenge. And so I think that slowed our progress in this league. And that's where some people are saying, hey, what happened to Robert Morris? Well, sometimes there's a lot of things that go into, how successful you can be and can. And, I remember last July, being at my son's 6th grade practice on the Sunday of Peach Jam, and you calling me about 15 times in a row as if like a family member died, that the word was that I was resigning, right? And I was going to resign.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew what I thought we had. I didn't know it would definitely be what it's become, but I believed in this team, and I believe we had an ability to become a championship level team, and these guys have done it.
No, I think it's awesome. I mean, I do. I think it's really, again, you appreciate it more, right? Having gone what you went through. And I give your AD a lot of credit too, because a lot of ADs might have made a change not understanding, hey, I'm going to stick by my guy here. I trust in him to figure this thing out, and understanding the challenges you had through the pandemic, through going into another league, which is a big jump for those that don't understand, going from the NEC to Horizon. is a significant jump. My question to you, last question. Why can you guys win a game in the NCAA tournament? I know you don't know who you're playing, but
yeah, I think our balanced scoring is certainly something that can be a factor, right? Numerous guys that can make a shot or make a play. I think that we have the ability to be, a very good defensive team. When we really get into our, and when we're energized and we're active, we can guard. And again, I don't know who our opponent will be either, but I know that these guys are going to attack whoever that opponent is. And whether it works out well or it doesn't, I know they're going to go down swinging, right? That's kind of the mindset and the mentality that they have as a team. Whatever the moment is, they're going to try and make the most of it, and that's why we are where we are.
You know what the good thing is? You do not have to see Jahlil Okafor, Justice Winslow, or Tyus Jones.
Well, when you sit there sometimes and you're in perfect defensive position and it just doesn't matter, those are deflating moments as a coach.
Listen, congrats, man. Really happy
Thanks,
for
Jeff.
you, like I said. And you haven't aged a bit since the last NCAA tournament.
A little gray in there, but that's all right.
Little gray. Listen, I'm trying to be nice here. All right, I'm trying to be nice. See you, man.
Appreciate it.
I want my home to feel like my home. So whether I'm looking for big furniture, just a small piece for my place, or maybe some storage solutions for the basement or the garage, the answer is Wayfair. Seriously, I needed a new patio set and fire pit for my backyard. I bought it on Wayfair. It looks great on our deck, and it gives me an excuse to fire up the smoker, invite some friends over, crack a couple beers. Just last week, I bought a new chair for my office, someplace comfortable to sit while the madness takes up the 4 screens in front of me. I got it on Wayfair, clicked a few buttons. A couple days later, it showed up at my front door. They even offered to help set it up for you. Digging through online stores can be intimidating. Trust me, I know. It can be hard to find what you're looking for in your price range, but not on Wayfair. They have great options, even if you are balling on a budget like me. Wayfair has every style for every home, including mine and yours. So head to wayfair.com and shop everything home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home.